up, everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 613. 613. So this was yet another good chapter, and I like how with Luffy, this is what I'm thinking, right? I'm about to be silly, so if you can't tell, this is what I'm thinking. So every island Luffy goes to, Luffy just slowly building up a harem of bitches. Okay, you might be saying, what you talking about? Well, see, like when he got on the Grand Line, he ran into Vivi. Vivi's his bitch, okay? Vivi followed his ass around like it wasn't none. All the way up into Alabasta, and he freed her country. Vivi's his bitch. Every island Luffy goes to, he just meeting all kinds of women, right? So now he gets with this princess. After already seeing Boa Hancock, right? After already seeing Boa Hancock. Boa Hancock went and had all kind of gum fruits inside of her, okay? Well, now you got this mermaid. Luffy came all the way in on the left. It was like, yeah, hey man, girl, come me. We go walk. Don't even worry about this shit. Look, he got the mark fruit. He can just hit his mark wherever he throws it. Man, fuck that. Anything come flying at you, girl, I got you. Alright, don't even worry about this shit. Let's go take a walk. You've been cooped up in here for 10 years. We're getting the fuck out of here, okay? Now, obviously I'm reading too much in there, right? You know, let me stop being silly now. Because, you know, Luffy, for the most part, Luffy hadn't expressed much interest in women, okay? I don't think he's asexual, but I mean, Luffy hadn't expressed much interest. And so, what's really interesting about this is Luffy is very simple-minded, okay? He looks at the situation and says, yeah, you've been cooped up in here. You're asking me all these questions about the outside world, about animals and the sun. Not really living life. It's not even fun. And that's why he says, let's go out for a walk. And that's like a whole deeper thing because, you know, it's very easy to get caught up in your own head or just get caught up in doing things inside nowadays, right? Like, for instance, you know, you could be sitting in the house and say, I want to watch Netflix. And you go on a Netflix binge. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh shit, well fuck it. And I gotta get up, go to school in the morning, go to work in the morning, whatever, right? And all of a sudden, the whole day's just been wasted away. Go out, have fun, see the world. You know, it's like one of the beautiful things, right? Like, one of the beautiful things, like summertime, and because of where I'm at, you know, when you get in October, it's still pretty warm, you know, it's still pretty warm, but like summertime, everything, you know, you can go out to the park, go walk by the lake, you know, my city, you can go out walk by the lake, you can go walk by like the state line roads and everything, you can do the horseback shit, you know, like there's things you can do outside. And it's when you're out there, you truly appreciate the beauty of the world, okay? And so, with Luffy, I really feel as if Luffy kind of hearing the Mermaid Princess, right? I'm not even going to try to say the name because it starts with an S. I got to hear that shit animated before I can even attempt to pronounce it. But, and even Luffy pokes fun at it and says, hey, your name's really hard to say. But he's just looking like, oh shit, she has so many questions. And it's been 10 years. She probably even forgot what the outside world looks like. Because if she sets foot out, she's in danger. And it's because this Vander dude is so obsessed over her that he wants to kill her. That way she doesn't marry someone else. And so what I think is really cool is Luffy, for a moment, probably realized how much he took for granted his adventures. Because he's seen so much crazy shit. Like, imagine if Luffy just would have, you know, ate his food and talked to him and said, yeah, I've seen all kinds of stuff. I've seen an island that's actually in the sky. She's like, what? Yeah, there's an island that floats in the sky. I've actually seen that. And you can just hear Luffy's adventures and everything. And I can relate to it on a personal level because I've been to so many different cities. And I've done so many different things. Like, when I talk to some of my friends, I can just tell because some of them, they haven't been out the city that they're in. I've lived in other cities. And so I give like a different perspective. And sometimes I lose sight of the fact of, oh shit, I've been really blessed to be able to do different things. Some people some people don't get the opportunity to do that. And so with Luffy, it's the same thing. Whereas with me, you know, I'm not gonna pay for one of my friends to go with me out of town. I look at it like this: like, if you're gonna come with me, I'm gonna show you how to get your money together, and you can come. Once we're there, I'll pay for some shit, but I'm not paying for the initial flight ticket or a car ride or all this shit. Like, once we're there, I mean, we're friends. That's what friends do. But it's just the shit, though. This is the shit. Luffy is a better person than I am. Luffy says, well, fuck it. You're here, trapped away. Let's get out this bitch. Let's go explore. And while all that's going on, that's when you have the Straw Hats, right? And you got this motherfucker Zorro, okay? You got Zorro popping up in this bitch. And the Straw Hats, they're all looking, they're like, why should we be in prison for some stuff that we haven't done yet? And I like how they said yet. But, because it's like they know they're going to fuck some shit up. But at the same time, you got the king of the Neptune, not King Neptune, King Neptune, and he's just like, yeah, man, we can't do this shit. We can't do this. We can't lock people up based off of stuff they haven't done yet, off of a premonition. This isn't right, and it's because it's setting a bad precedent. So I like how you're seeing that, okay? And what I also like is as they get ready to start fighting, Zorro just burst out of this bitch and like, Zorro, I thought you were locked up. And Zorro's remind me more and more of Rob Gronkowski, man. Like, Zorro said, yeah, I was locked up, but I saw you guys were getting ready to start a fight, so I just broke out of that bitch. Like, Zorro, I swear to God, man, Zorro's reminding me of one of my partners, man. Like, my partners, like, when you go out with them and you go to a club or you go to a bar or whatever you're doing, right? Or if you're at a house party, once this dude starts drinking, that's it. That's it. Like, he's going to be the life of the fucking party. Period. And even if he's sober, he's the guy that's cracking the jokes, making everybody inviting. But he's always looking for the opportunity to have fun. Zorro's way of having fun is just banging fucking heads, man. It's just banging heads and knocking people on the ass, putting boots to asses, as The Rock used to say, man, or as Stone Cold used to say, you know, dropping people on that stack of dimes they call a neck. So I thought that was pretty cool how you kind of see that, and how even as they get ready to start fighting, all the royal people, like the guards, are saying, hey, even though they're captain in there, they're still pretty dangerous of their own right. And it goes back to Annie's lobby when all the Straw Hats are fighting against the vice captains. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool how they are being acknowledged for their own strength. Now, I want to talk about this thing that happens at the end, where Vander and Hody Jones make their alliance. And what's making me kind of wonder is maybe the Straw Hats do bring ruin to Fishman Island, but not because they directly do something to bring ruin. Maybe it's more so because Hody Jones and Luffy are probably going to get into it. And because you got Vander probably catching feelings because Luffy's walking around with the Mermaid Princess, and I could see her crushing on him on some real shit. I could see her crushing on him because look at it from this perspective. Luffy is the first person in 10 years who took her out, made her feel like a regular person, is talking to her, having conversation with her, and is just doing that Luffy charm. And the reason why I call it Luffy charm is like with, Cammy, Cammy wasn't, on him like that, but at the same time, Luffy just brightened her perspective. With Boa Hancock, it's the same shit. Just brighten her perspective on shit. And Luffy wasn't setting out to do it intentionally, but at the same time, you either become really, really friendly with them or you end up falling for them. It's one of those two. Like, it's right there. It's that same thing where people feel like they want to help Luffy. It's because of the effect he has on them. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, I mean, it's one of the things that comes out in The Art of Seduction, right? Now, this is written by the same guy that did the 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene. And what I find really, really interesting is Luffy's incorporating some of them same things. And just to be clear. Like when you look at stuff like the art of seduction, the 48 laws of power, it talks about the mindset. And a lot of people, they get it confused. They say, well, seduction, oh, that's like picking up people. No, no, it's not that. Because you can seduce people through words to make them see things your way. You can make people get influenced by your aura. You can make people get influenced by your actions, by your personality, and it's what it's what politicians do. They seduce people into voting for them because of their charisma, because of their charm, because of what they're saying. And so it's the same thing. And that's what that book kind of touches on. And I might I've got to see if somebody's made like the pictures online. If I can find some of the pictures with some of the laws and the art of seduction, I'll probably put some of those up there to illustrate what Luffy's doing as he does it, because I think that's pretty interesting. If not, once I get caught up, that'd be something that I'll probably do a video on and just put the laws up. Because I know like the people that follow Robert Greene, they do have some of those clip arts out there that has like 48 laws of power, law number 1, never outshine the master, and just like the quotes and everything underneath it. So anyway, getting back onto it, I could see that being the case where Luffy either makes her fall for him, or Luffy ends up seducing her to a point where she says, I want to help you get off of this island. I want to help you get to the next place, the next goal, whatever your end game is. And in a way, she's already done that, okay? Because when I think it's the minister left or right, one of them comes in along with the soldiers, and they say, well, we can only talk to you for 5 minutes at a time. But Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates, they kidnap some mermaids, and we can't hold this banquet. And she's hiding him the whole time. And she's even lying to cover up for him. Which is huge. It shows that Luffy's already had that impact on us. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought that was really, really interesting. And I like how one of the questions she asked Luffy is she says, so you're a pirate, does that make you bad? And Luffy says, well, I don't know. You decide for yourself. And that goes back to what I said a few chapter reviews back. I really feel like when it comes to the issue of race and everything, our generation, the millennial generation, right? We're more likely to judge you based off of content of your character, not necessarily your ethnicity or how much money you have, status, all this other shit. We just care whether or not you're cool people. If you're cool people, we can hang out with you. And Luffy's got that same mentality, so I thought that was pretty cool. But, overall, this was another good chapter. A setup chapter, but, looks like next chapter we're going to get the action. But my chapter question to you guys is, what are your thoughts? Do you think that if you have knowledge that somebody's going to commit a crime in the future, should they be locked up before they commit the crime? Or do you fall on the line where I am, where, yes, they might do this in the future, but the future is always changing. Therefore, you can't lock somebody up for what they might do. You have to give them an opportunity to fuck up before you arrest them. But that's just where I stand. Where do you guys stand on that matter? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching the end of the video, guys. Have an awesome day.